Hi, my name is Zulfi Beg. I'm here to introduce to you one of the software applications that's bundled with iBoardTouch. This particular software is called VCC, which stands for Video Conference and Collaboration. Ultimately, what this software allows us to do is a host could be stood in front of an iBoardTouch, writing directly onto the screen, and participants can log in on their laptops, as long as they have an internet connection, into a virtual sort of meeting session or a virtual classroom session that's going on an iBoardTouch. So I'm going to sort of explain the sort of go into some of the detail of the VCC software today. So what I'm going to do is start a session. So I've got to log in as a host, so I'll type in my user credentials. There you go. Now, once I've logged in, a dialog box will appear, and within that dialog box it's asking me some questions and some fields I have to populate to start this this session. So the first thing is create new session tab, and in that session tab it's saying name of session. So we'll call it Zulfi's Demo 100. The start date of the session, so set the start date, the time of the session. I've got what do you call it? Let's do 10:30. Session duration. So I've got anything from 10 minutes to 2 hours. So let's select 60 minutes for this session. Now I have a list of users all down the left hand side with edit and view rights on the right hand side. Now these users can be either populated in via the iBoardTouch VCC control panel. If you've got thousands of users, then ultimately if you're running Active Directory, the system will automatically pull users from your AD system directly in. If you're in education, if you're running a SIM system, it will grab all the users from your SIM system, and they can be also imported in. So it makes it a lot easier than typing in individually users, thousands of users. So what you can see here is I've got a list of users, and each one has got edit and view rights. Now with the edit rights is if I was to write on my board, and I've given Malcolm edit rights, when he logs in, he will at the same time see everything I'm writing, and vice versa. So whatever he writes on his screen, I can see, and vice versa. If I was to give him just view rights, ultimately what that means is whatever I write on my screen, he can see, but anything he writes will not be propagated back to me or to any of the participants logged in. So I'm going to give Malcolm edit rights. Say start. As soon as I've started, I can now turn on my webcam and my video and my audio. Say see all, and there you go. You can see me logged in. Now pretty much now what Malcolm will do is he will click join session to join my session, and what he will see is any minimum. Now that says Malcolm has just joined the session. What Malcolm has had to do is log in, click join session. In the dialog box that appears, he's seeing Zulfi's Demo Class 100. He's joined, and then it notifies me as the host that this particular participant has joined the session. So Malcolm is now logged in. So as he's logged in, now whatever I write directly on the screen, Malcolm can see. Malcolm, if you write in a different color pen, we should be able to see that also. Hi, there you go. Within the VCC software, there's also a number of other sort of tools down the right hand side. I won't go into too much detail, but pretty much self-explanatory. Different color palette of pens, blue and so on. You've even got black in there. You've got zoom in, zoom out, rotate, select objects, that sort of stuff, changing of tips and so on. Where this application obviously is quite powerful is some of the things that we do here. The ability to create virtual sessions, allow participants, as long as they have a laptop and internet connection, to join that session, and there is no limit to the number of users that you can have participating in your virtual session. So one of the other sort of couple of the sort of main features around the iBoardTouch VCC software is record session. As a host, I want to record the entire session I'm teaching, so I can click record session. It will record everything that's going on the screen, and also my voice with the built-in webcam. as a video tutorial, which can then be propagated out to any users that weren't in the session, or for recapping or revision reasons they need to log back, log back in and view all the videos that were undertaken. So that's the record session. Another sort of feature of the VCC software is this little icon at the top right corner, which has a key into a folder. What that is ultimately iBoardTouch cloud storage, pretty much similar to the likes of Dropbox. However, what this application does is it creates a virtual network of all the users that are in the control panel. So I can upload a file into my personal directory, which only I can view, upload files, photos, videos. Once I've done that, and then I can click a particular file and say, who do I want to share that with? Well, I want to share that with Malcolm as soon as and Mitchell Taylor. Let's do that. As soon as I say update, I'll see a handshare icon appear. As soon as these two participants log in using their login credentials, they will see in their share folder, which is the green folder, that Zulfi's just shared this particular file with them. So what I can also do from the iBoardTouch cloud is I can literally drag and drop files directly into the canvas. Say open as new. It will disregard all the old annotations I've done, and it will then open up this new image that I'm just about to drop into our canvas. As soon as it comes and appears, just let me zoom out. Now I can see obviously this gentleman needs a new set of teeth. It looks like he swallowed a pin and probably needs a new brain. And Malcolm, because he's logged in, may disagree with me, and probably Malcolm, if you annotate on there with a pen, there you go. Malcolm's probably saying there you go. What do you call it? He's annotating directly on the X-ray. Now the beauty about what I can do with the VCC software is we have this digital X-ray. I want to now merge this digital X-ray with another document, and it could be a Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF. I can then go back to my cloud storage and say, right, okay, what do I want to do here? Letters. Grab a Excel, drag and drop document. What do I want to do? Open a new one or merge with the existing? If I was to say open as new, it will disregard the digital X-ray that I've loaded into the canvas and open up a brand new document. If I was to say with merge with the existing, which I'm going to, it will then load in this Excel document with the digital X-ray. So you can see, what do you call it? I've got this Excel document that's actually what it could come up to and appeared on the canvas, and then back to the digital X-ray, so it can sort of go between different documents. And as I'm doing this, the participant, which is Malcolm logged in, can see these documents in real time. So Malcolm, if you were to again to annotate directly on the Excel document with a different color pen, there you go. So he's using a blue pen again. So again, what I can do is open up another document. Let's go with what do you call it? A Word document this time. So it's just drag and drop iBoardTouch Sales and Marketing. Open as new, but again merge with the existing. What this will do again is it will open up a Word document, merge it with the Excel document, merge it with the image that I have. So as you can see, we're on page 1 to 5. You can zoom into that. You can use the highlighter pen, change the tip size and start, let's go to a different colour, and highlights it to certain text. I can then jump onto the next page. Again, that's my Excel document. If I just zoom out, you can see that. Moving on back to the digital X-ray. Now the beauty about also is that what I can also do is say file, save as PDF or save as PowerPoint. What this will allow me to do is all the multiple different types of documents I've actually brought into the VCC software. It will allow me to save it as a PDF or a PowerPoint, keeping the original document still intact. So the original documents have no annotations, but now as soon as I say save as PowerPoint, as long as I've got Microsoft PowerPoint installed, I can then, it will open up all the pages as slides within Microsoft PowerPoint. So the other sort of feature we have within the iBoardTouch VCC software is, once I've uploaded a file, photo, I can also upload videos, and just like YouTube, pretty much I can click on a video. As soon as I double click, it'll ask me what do I want to do with that video. Do I want to download it or do I want to open it up online? For this demonstration, I'll say open online, and pretty much what you will see is it will video stream back this this video. So again, if I turn up the volume a little bit, you should be able to hear this this trailer for Dark Knight Rises up here. Now this is streaming from the iBoardTouch cloud directly to the to the screen. Now the beauty about, again, this is any participant that's logged in, I can share this particular video to them. They can then double click and it can stream back to them at the same time. So that's the VCC software using streaming back video. So I'm just going to close that, and again, uploading files, again, very, very easy. Click on personal folder where I want to upload a file, select the particular file that I want to upload. So, and it's a really simple case of just double click, there you go, and there you go, you can start to see the files are now uploading into my personal folder. So uploading of files is, again, extremely easy. So I'm going to sort of cancel this and close that. A final feature of the VCC software is the T icon, which appears right at the top. So if we just change the pen tip, right at the top here. T stands for toggle. The beauty about the VCC software, it allows me to ultimately have multiple users all logged in simultaneously, and by toggling between users I can then send different content to different participants simultaneously, whether it be a Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF. If I want to have if I'm teaching a class within a classroom environment and I have 25 children within that classroom, 5 are more advanced than the other 25, and I can then say to the 5, if I just go back to the whiteboard, what's 2x squared times 3x cubed? However, with the other 20 students, I can pretty much send a different content saying what's 2 plus 3. So this toggle allows me to send different content locally to multiple students, but at the same time, if I have students or participants logged in externally, I can also be sending them different content also. And that is pretty much a very brief introduction of iBoardTouch VCC software. Thank you for your time.